Leila lived in a small village by the sea. The salty air always seemed to linger, much like the stories woven into her family's tapestries. For generations, the rhythmic clatter of her family's loom echoed through their small cottage. Each carefully crafted tapestry told a tale. They whispered of love found and loss endured. The villagers cherished these woven narratives. They were more than just decorations. They were threads of their shared history. Leila's grandmother, her hands gnarled with age yet still nimble, had taught her the art of weaving. Each loop, each knot, held meaning. As she worked, her grandmother would share stories of their ancestors. The loom sang with the memories of their family and their village. To Leila, it was a magical instrument that wove together life itself. One day, ships arrived at the harbor carrying more than just spices and silks. They brought bolts of brightly colored fabric, readily made and cheaply bought. The allure of these new fabrics was strong. Villagers, tempted by affordability, began to turn away from the time-honored tradition of woven tapestries. The once familiar rhythm of the loom fell silent. Leila watched, her heart heavy, as the threads of her family's legacy seemed to fade. The vibrant tapestries, once proudly displayed in homes, were replaced. The stories they held were forgotten. Leila felt a pang of sadness each time she passed the idle loom, now draped in shadows and silence. Winter descended upon the village, bringing with it a bitter chill. Leila huddled deeper into her grandmother's favorite shawl. It was old and worn, much like her grandmother had been before she passed. A tear, a silent witness to time's passage, ran down its center. Leila carefully took out a small wooden box. Inside lay a spool of golden thread, her grandmother's last gift. With a deep breath, Leila began to mend the tear. Each stitch was infused with memories. She remembered her grandmother's stories, her laughter echoing in the small cottage. The golden thread felt warm beneath her fingers, a tangible connection to her heritage. The tear, once a symbol of loss, was becoming a testament to love. Section 4. Mending more than cloth. The next morning, Leila draped the shawl, now beautifully mended with the shimmering golden thread over her shoulders. As she walked through the village, people stopped to admire it. The golden thread stood out, a beacon against the drab winter colors. "It's beautiful," one woman whispered. "You've given it new life." Leila smiled. "My grandmother always said that some things are worth repairing," she explained. "They carry stories that shouldn't be forgotten." Her words resonated with the villagers. They looked at their own well-worn belongings with fresh eyes. Perhaps a tear wasn't the end, but an opportunity for a new beginning. Section 5. A legacy rewoven. The loom, silent for so long, hummed back to life. Encouraged by Leila's act of love and remembrance, villagers began to bring their own treasured items for repair. Faded embroidery on a cherished tablecloth, a torn fishing net that had seen generations. Each item held a story, a memory worth preserving. Years later, Leila sat by the fire, her own granddaughter nestled beside her. She gently placed the shawl, the golden thread now a part of its history, around the young girl's shoulders. "This shawl is yours now," she said, her voice filled with love. "And when, not if, it tears again, I want you to mend it. Stitch your own story into it, as I have stitched mine." Section 6. The unbroken thread. The little girl, her eyes wide with wonder, traced the golden thread. She knew instinctively that she was inheriting more than just a shawl. It was a legacy, a testament to the enduring power of love, loss, and the stories woven into the very fabric of their lives. The loom, no longer a symbol of a fading tradition, sang its rhythmic song. It whispered of the past, wove the present, and promised a future where stories would continue to be told, one thread at a time.